Good morning, people. It's a beautiful day. Today is Friday, July 29th. 2 more days before my husband's birthday. Not sure what to do because he's not feeling too well. However, I'm out in the backyard again. There's Ali, my old faithful, looking around. Still plain Jane. Looking at my backyard and looking how plain it looks, if that's what you want to know what I mean by plain Jane. Trying to come up with some ideas. I spruced it up a little bit. Look at my beautiful flowers over here in the corner. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get out the sun. Beautiful, just gorgeous. Love them. Oh, yeah. And these were nice until the sun basically dried them out. I don't know what to do about that other than water them. Okay, now here's my other little flower bin. See my little froggy? I painted him up. He was all rusted out, so I painted it to make it look more appropriate. And I got to get some more flowers because, as you can see, I got all these flower pots. Yeah, and there's my little birdie. And now, over this way, I'm going to show you what I got. Well, I got some more flowers growing over here. Ollie, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you want to be all in my video? Get away from my flowers. For some odd reason, he likes to urinate all over the flowers. Okay, let me take you to my little flowers over here in the corner. There, blooming nice and beautiful. I got some more down here on the end. Those are also nice. Yeah, I gotta call AT&T and tell them to come get this awful looking, whatever this thing is, out of my backyard. I don't even know what the purpose of it is. It's just been sitting here all this time, and I have no idea. What is this thing? What is it? Do you know what it is, Ollie? Do you have any idea what that is? Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Isn't that awful? It's all rusted and wires torn, look like they're torn out. Yeah, I'm gonna call them about that. Oh, I forgot to show you my rose bush. I gotta get a trellis or something for it. It's just sitting over here in the corner. You have to excuse the lighting because the sun looks like it's just coming up. But this is my rose bush. I tried to clean that out. As you can see, it looks a hot mess because there's trees growing over in it. So I need some help with that. It's this channel I watch. I can't think of the lady's name right now, but I've been watching her channel, and she's been giving me a lot of planting and flower yard tips as far as growing stuff in my backyard. As you can see, I got my book out, ready to read. Okay. Here's some more flowers. I got my cooler out, but there's nothing in it. See how beautiful those grew? Nice and beautiful. Okay, and my dog is following me around. But let me show you the book that I'm reading right now. Really interesting book. And I advise not just blacks, but every race to read this book. It's called Black Labor, White Wealth by Dr. Claude Anderson. Dr. Boyce Watkins, I think his name is. I was listening to his YouTube channel, and he basically stated that we need to read books like that. If you want to know why we're in the situation we're in and why we can't accomplish people as a race of people, I should say, this is why. You know, it stems back from enslavement, and a lot of people are breaking away from that. But if you want to know why there are so many impoverished neighborhoods and urban areas that really need resources that can't seem to get resources, it's not because so much of us, it's because we have people that are against us and that will try to keep us in a situation where they're slowly making progress. But if you notice, all the progress that blacks have achieved, and we have a lot of millionaires and billionaires, but what have we actually gained besides wealth, some wealth? What I mean by that is that we don't own anything. We don't have airports. We don't have, none of the big things that people, and when I say people, I mean the public in general, actually use to access for transportation, for fuel, and for other things. And even with our medications and things, and the pharmaceutical companies, who are the heads? So we really need to look at that and wonder, how can we put our resources together in order to build our own wealth and our own communities and resources, and have things that's in our communities where we won't have to rely on other people's resources. So we really need to think about that. Every community has that. The Asians, the Arabics, Chaldeans, even the Native Americans is what I was trying to say. Hispanics, let's not forget them. But we need to start building things that will accommodate our people. Hospitals. I think we had one black hospital, and that was in Detroit. I can't even remember the name of it, but it was closed down. And that just goes to show about what needs to be as far as health. So many black people are diabetics, and the only thing they can offer us is medication. What about healthy foods and a healthy way of life? Less stress, where we don't have to worry so much. And what I mean by that is we're in constant, I don't know what's the word or the term I want to use, but it seems like we lead very stressful lives. It's all about survival with us. How are we going to get up and feed our kids, clothe them, get them prepared for school? The schools, even the schools that we go to, the educational system is horrible in Detroit. We need better schools, better teachers that are willing to teach and more concerned about our students rather than a paycheck. So with that being said, we really need to think about some of the things that affect our communities. One of the reasons that I moved out of Detroit was because of the school system. When my son got around 6 or 7, I had already told my husband, no, we got to have better schools. They have better public schools. But the only thing about that is when we did move out of the area and into the suburbs, it wasn't much better because they were racist, and they didn't understand a lot of our young black men's needs and wants, and they didn't really care. They wanted to put my son on Ritalin. I never will forget that because he was very active. He liked to run and just be free, and I get it. But apparently they didn't, and we didn't do that. We sought therapy, and they advised us not to do it either. But for some odd reason, they think it's okay to put our young black men on medications. And, what's wrong with looking at other avenues to try and combat a situation when you know there's mental stress or whatever is going on in the household? We don't teach our young people that. We don't teach them how to cope with stress and depression and a lot of the things that they go through. So that's one of the things I advocate, and I want other parents to start looking at that. My son is no different from any other child, but it's the love that is given in the household, the attention, which we didn't have a lot of because we were trying to work, and among other things, and the stress that comes home from the job. Whoa, that's a whole nother situation. So with that being said, we really need to focus on our lifestyles, healthier, maybe I should say that, healthier lifestyles, to help our families so that they can progress in the community and, help others. So on that note, I can go on and on and on, But right now, I'm just out here in the backyard, just chilling. And me and my dog Ali, he likes to be out here. I think he likes it more than I do. As long as I'm out here, he's good. But when I go in the house, he's ready to go. Well, I'm going to end this video. I try to not to, you know, keep a video more than 10 to 12 minutes, but lately I've been pushing it. So, bye people, and hopefully we'll talk soon.